Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? Okay, bolo tan. Tan. Okay, how many of you have started feeling, after VCon, that physical energy? So many of you got together as team. So many of you, attended VCon like together in physical energy, in energy of not just your, downlines, but in energy of your uplines. People who came to the venue, who guide you closely, and you're taking that energy. And suddenly, I was missing the physical system. And like at this point of time, we would be fighting with the in-service. Okay, please let me in. And they would say, no entry. And sometimes they would take double tickets to let you enter because you're late, even if it's a minute. How many of you remember that? Getting ready, driving to the venue, fighting with in-service, all that energy. That is what I expect in today's system today. Okay, that kind of energy I want, as if you're sitting right in front of the speaker. You can't afford to look at your phone. You can't afford to switch off your screen. You are live just as the speaker is in front of you. Okay. And if you even get distracted or blink, then imagine that there's an in-service with the charged water spraying a bottle on you. Okay. I want you to sit in that energy. And trust me, if the energy is even this low, little bit, the speaker is going to ensure that by the end of the system today, you will be in that energy. Okay. So how many of you ready for the system today? Like ready? Yes, please switch, like click that. Okay. How many of you are ready to receive today? Complete empty cup, seeking mind, sitting to hear every word, to hang on to every word, to make notes, to listen, and not just let the system, speaker just say things for you to be inspired and say, wow, kya bola, because वाकई वो क्या बोलते हैं. But it's more so about applying what you hear today. Taking it deep within yourself and making it part of your DNA. So how many of you are ready for that? Come on, Josh dikhao. Okay. So I'll tell you something. There is a popular, we've got him back. Some of you might have noticed on the screen a name that appeared a couple of minutes back, and I instantly saw faces changing. I saw people in groups sitting and telling each other, who's the speaker today? I could notice that. That's how excited we get when this speaker comes, as the system speaker, and some of you are smiling. You notice that. Okay, so because there is so much of popular demand today, we have interpretation today. Okay, so if you can see in your Zoom screen, there is going to be a Tamil and there's going to be a Hindi translation. Okay, so there's a translation. If you see the interpretation button, can you see it? A globe kind of a sign. Yeah, you can click that, and there are actually translators for you today for the system who will be translating. Okay, so that you get each and every word. You don't miss a single message. Good? Good? Okay, fantastic. Prasanna, good? Okay. Okay, guys. So before we begin, make sure that you're in a quiet place. Make sure your mind is quiet. Just close your eyes. Okay. Hold a virtual cup. Close your eyes. Hold a virtual cup in your left hand. Make sure you take out everything that is in your mind bothering you into that cup. Any single thing that is likely to get you distracted today, take it out. Take it out and let it be in that cup. Any good week, bad week, any sign up that almost signed up but didn't, any rejection, any feeling that is coming in between your learning, just put it in that cup. And when the head feels light and it's heavy, just tilt it to Mother Earth. trust me, if you do this seriously, you do feel completely empty in the head and ready to receive. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so the speaker for today. Many of you know him. Many of you have heard him. Many of you have heard about him, at least, if not heard him. Okay, he's someone who, if I talk about his education, okay, he's an MBA from ISB Hyderabad, one of the top B schools. He's a law graduate. Okay, he is somebody who has had 10 years of experience in the telecom and the pharma industry. And in this business, he has crossed his 11th year. So in his 12th year of the business. Decade plus years of being in this business, he has created many milestones, many benchmarks which people aspire for. People want to do that. People want to be able to reach that and reach that benchmark in as many months as he did. Okay, and people did, but he was the first one to break a couple of benchmarks in V Partner Sachin's organization. Okay, so one, he was the fastest max out in VP Sachin and Kavita's organization. 9 months, guys. 9 months max out. Okay, so if you're sitting here, just started, and if you're sitting here thinking, I'm just 3 months old, I'm just a baby, I'm just 6 months old, abhi to kaise, how can I achieve? Then this is a benchmark you should look at and say, wow, somebody did that, I can too. Okay, not just that, he was also the fastest double tracking center max out, double TC max out in 3 years time. Okay, that means 2 TCs hitting max out income every week. Can you believe that? Okay, but let me tell you, for all those who think that he just quietly makhan jaise walked and he became a double TC max out, no. Sometimes people like me, there are many others who cry, oh, the team came and went, and so was active, but he, faded in the business. This man has seen so many challenges in building the business. Built teams, lost teams, rebuilt teams, but that's his character. That's his character. He never gave up. He just kept building strong. Okay, and one of the, I feel, okay, I may be wrong, but one of the biggest, strongest virtues that this man has is being able to see humor in every difficult situation. In any difficult situation. Okay, I have seen him, not really seen him, but closely heard about him and also discussed a lot of things. I was fortunate enough to spend an entire week before VCon in his home. So obviously I've closely observed so many things, but there are times when things are so challenging, so difficult. There are things on a personal level that also they go through. I mean, we think that, oh, paise aa gaye to kya hai? There's so many other things going on in life. But this man I see smiling all the time. He finds humor in the most difficult situations. And he laughs it off. And he makes light of the entire situation. And one feels, oh my God, okay, it's okay. This is nothing. This is nothing. You feel as if ye hai to sab kuch theek hi hoga. Agar ye aise soch sakte hain situation ke bare mein, then it must be all right. It must be absolutely fine. Okay, so this I feel is one of his greatest strengths. And I remember one of the systems where he talked about you issues lovely. Do you remember? Some of you probably remember. Okay, talking about, can you guys hear me? Okay. So talking about situations laughingly, and I remember the entire system when we attended this Dubai system was talking about the issues. Okay, like for example, my wife mujhe business mein support nahi kar rahi hai. So instead of saying yaar support nahi karti, it was like, my wife is not supporting me in the business. My spouse is not supporting, and we all were laughing. Okay, yaar money paise khatam ho gaye bank mein. I don't have money to pay the bills, and we were all laughing, and it became like a laughter club. And outside of that system, we all were thinking, oh my God, this isn't a big deal. It isn't a big deal. And I think that's what this man gives you, the courage to actually see humor and in every situation, any situation. That's what the biggest learning I take from him. Okay, amongst other things, his relationship. strong within the team, outside the team, with strangers, with cross teams, with people who don't belong to his team, with his family. Okay. And I have seen people who work in his home as a cook, as the driver, as the cleaner. He shares a brotherly bond with them. Brotherly. They would do anything for him. And that speaks a lot about the character of a person. It speaks a lot. When house help looks at you in a different way than a boss and is willing to go all out and do much more than what they are paid for, that speaks a lot about the man. Okay. So guys, this is a person who is all humility, beautiful hearted. He loves to listen to Sufi music. He himself is a great singer. And I recently came to know he'd actually been selected for the Gandharva Mahavidyalaya. Okay. So imagine he's a great singer. And he's someone who's a true Punjabi. But in recent weeks, I have seen him committed not just to his team or to his family, committed to himself, his health. And I've seen him, follow some practices that have really made him lose so much of weight. There is another thing to look at now for inspiration. One more thing. Okay. So before I welcome him, I want us all to see a video of him. Ready?
Chicago Police Department, come in. Suspect on a black bike heading east.
बंदे हैं हम उसके, हम पे किसका जोर। उम्मीदों के सूरज निकले चारों ओर, इरादे हैं फौलादी, हिम्मती हर कदम, अपने हाथों किस्मत लिखने आज चले हैं हम।
Welcome, Diamond Star, V Council, the Malang Millionaire, VC Aditya Bhalla.
Thank you so much, Charu. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. I really wish I became 10% of the man that Charu was talking about. And just one small correction. It was not 9 months. I maxed out first time in 14 months. Yeah, Charu. So 9 months, I resigned from my job. Yeah. So Charu, I know Charu loves me too much. She's so excited. So how are you all doing? All great? Yeah, man, we have to be in the best form after this mind-blowing, fantabulous, craziest week-on ever. How many of you felt, I'm talking to all the old-timers, who have attended many week-ons. And it's na chahte hue bhi hum log na judge karte hain. True or not? But trust me, guys, this was the best week-on in terms of everything. Crisp, spot on, madness, different level. I hope you all felt it, right? So what was so great about this week-on? Huh? So how many of you attended VCon for the first time? First time VCon? When I attended my first VCon, I said before even VCon, when I first attended an event, so I know many of you just got signed up just before the VCon. VP Sharfun was telling me, many of you got signed up just before the VCon. So this will be the first ever event for you all, many of you, right? So I remember when first time I entered a hall and I saw some, that was a small event, not VCon. It was a QSP of around 200, 300 people. And that was the first time I realized, yaar, ye to network marketing hai. Because can you imagine? I was so naive. I had zero knowledge about this industry. I had no knowledge, absolutely. And first time when I saw mad, crazy people, मैंने कहा यार ये तो वही है जैसा वो लोग बोलते ना सम्मेलन होते ना इनके नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग में, ये तो वही गैदरिंग है, वैसा ही है. But by that time, I was already mentally, emotionally sold to the business because I had seen the truth with my own eyes. Right? So if this was your first event, first VCon, trust me, you will be talking about this event for rest of your life. Yeah. So what was great about this VCon? What was the best thing? Why we were so, how many of you felt that you were in a different zone, like different world altogether? Here, aisa bhi ho sakta hai kya? Can I be so excited also? How many of you were shocked that you screamed like crazy? That you have never screamed. My throat is still recovering. How many of you were shocked with your own self? That I can be so light, I can be so excited, I can be so mad and crazy. How many of you felt that way? Whether you were in a hall with your team or whether you were sitting alone, I can guarantee you nobody can be untouched. True or not? Because the whole environment, the whole energy is different. So how many of you felt that? I'm looking at the screens. I'm browsing through all the screens and I need some energy, guys. Come on. This is the first system after VCon. First system after VCon. Did you all feel that? So why do we feel like that? Why do we feel like that? What is different about VCon? Why we feel so connected, why we feel so excited? Because that is what our true nature is. For those 3 days, we all forgot who we are. We all forgot that we are shy. So no inhibitions. Maybe first day you were a little rigid. So how many of you saw the transformation from first day to second day? Right? Maybe first day you were a little more observant, looking here and there, looking at others. But by the end of the first day, I'm sure you were all like clueless where you are, right? You absolutely lost yourself in the whole experience. True or not? True? So why did that happen? Why did that happen? Because that is originally who we are. We don't want to carry this pressure all the time of who we are. My designation, my background, my degrees, my past success, failure, my sign up, no sign up, rejection. We don't want to carry all these things. But we have trained ourselves. To carry these things in our head. We have done it so many times. We have been conditioned to live like this over a period of so many years. So whatever, if you are 25-year-old, 25 years of conditioning, 40 years, 40 years of conditioning, 50 years, 50 years of conditioning. But imagine VCon has the power, that experience has the power to get rid of any conditioning. You know why? Why that happens? Why it is not difficult in VCon? Because genuinely, deep inside, we all want to experience it. We all know our true nature, which is light, which is baby light, which is excited, And if you look at any other being, apart from human being, they all know their true nature. True or not? Whatever, they may have less of mental growth. We take a lot of pride in saying human beings are the most evolved species. Heard this or not? Most evolved species. But most confused people, you know why? Because we forgot our true nature. We forgot our true nature. How many of you seen National Geographic? You've seen, a deer being chased by a lion. How many of you seen that? See? And in that tense moment, the deer knows one thing: I have to survive. I have to save myself. And he gives his 100%. True? That's the most tense moment, most dangerous moment for the deer. And if he gives his best and he saves himself, have you seen what does the deer do the next moment? Have you seen? He's now busy eating. Alas, that moment is gone. So he responds to that moment only as much as was required. Khalas, done, finish, over. And the next moment, he's the same deer who knows, I have to eat, I have to do this, I have to go there. He's not carrying the baggage of that lion or that experience to this moment. And imagine how many trainings we need to attend to be in the now. Be in the now. So what VCon did was, it just shook us. It just made us connect to our true self, which is to be in the now, to enjoy, to be excited, to not look at what people are thinking about me, not be ashamed of anything. Because human beings, the true nature is freedom. The true nature is growth. That is our true nature. That is who we are. We are the most successful, most efficient, most powerful cell of our parents. Success is in the DNA. Out of millions of sperms, we were the best sperm possible. True or not? All of you know that or not? So our nature is success. Our nature is growth. Our nature is freedom. And what VCon did, it just made us connect to ourselves. You understand? For once, we all forgot where we are, what we are doing, how many rejections, plan, no sign up, money, no money. True? And that is why this experience is so powerful, right? Why we felt connected. You don't know, most of you were meeting a lot of people who you have never met in your life, right? Your cross lines, many uplines are meeting the downlines for the first time. Different locations, only Zoom. True? But why we all felt connected so much with each other? Because we all are connected with that same feeling. We all are dreamers. We all want to dream. Like VP Sharfun says, the power of imagination. Do you know of any other animal, any other species which can dream? Cannot. So what actually makes us human beings is our ability to dream, our power to dream. And for once, we saw so many dreamers. You know what makes us love each other so much? Because when I came in this business, love you became the normal greeting. We don't say good morning. We don't say thank you. We say what? Love you. How many of you experienced this for the first time in your life? So many hugs, so many love yous. I remember after being in association for a few days, very first week, I was saying love you in my office to my colleagues. And they were looking at me, hey, what happened to you, man? I am straight, man. Bro, I am straight. Because they cannot understand. They can never understand what we are going through. They will never be able to understand. But the question is, do you understand what you are going through? Do you allow this experience? Do you allow this feeling? Do you allow this change in you? Or are you still resisting? Are you on your own side or are you against yourself? Are you putting all your strength on your side, helping yourself? Or are you against your own self? Being critical of your own self. हाँ, ये ठीक है, excitement ठीक है, पर इससे successful नहीं होते हैं. True or not? ये सब तो ठीक है, पर अभी वापस जाके मुझे ऑफिस भी जाना है, मेरी EMIs तो है ना, वो सब तो चेंज नहीं हो रहा है ना. Yeah, you can be that cynical person, you can be that overcritical, overthinking person, or you can be that light baby, light person who can find solution to everything. To everything. And that's what VCon is for me. VCon is a reminder. VCon is a reminder that I am a dreamer, that I am that pure, free soul. I can achieve anything. I can do anything. I am a born networker. It's a reminder for me. Kids are all networkers. True or not? Babies are born networkers. They want to go experience everything. True or not? And it's all about experience. It's all about experiences. And unfortunately, our conditioning has created those experiences for us, which make us believe, doubt ourselves, right? Which make us think that I cannot do something. The research says, study says, by the age of 14, a kid has heard no at least 1 million times. A kid hears no by the age of 14 at least 10 lakh times. You think it will not have impact? Can't, no, don't. You understand that conditioning is so powerful. Conditioning is so strong. We were born fearless. A baby can go and catch cobra also, right? Can go and put his hand in the fire also, right? Born fearless. True? But it is our experiences. I'm not saying that kids should touch the fire. But the way we create experiences for our kids is the worst thing. Right? Now imagine there is a scorpion in the room and baby is crawling towards the scorpion. Two options. Mother can just quietly deflect the baby, take away the Scorpio, and that's it. The danger is away, right? But what does the mother do? Ayo. This, my baby, this. Baby is scared. Not because of the Scorpio, because of the mother. Baby experiences his fear because of this experience, not because of the Scorpio. Scorpio is living his own life. Baby, that Scorpio is just being true to itself. Why are you planting fear? Why are you creating these experiences? And we all have gone through this, right? Because our parents never took the pains. Maybe they never knew also, right? They didn't even know. They were not attending, VCons. They were not attending these camps. True or not? Poor souls, they didn't know. But now we know. Now we know what has all gone in our head, right? That conditioning, right? Don't trust strangers. Imagine if you believe in this, you can never be successful in network marketing. True or not? True or not? Yes, they might have had some bad experience with a stranger. But to generalize and say, don't trust strangers, it's a big statement, right? And without realizing, we planted the seeds of doubt, fear, in our own kids. Because it takes effort. It takes effort to sit down with a kid and make him understand. True? Most of the kids, most of us grew up without any sex education because our parents were too embarrassed to talk about it. And that's why we all grew confused, because it takes effort, energy, time to sit down and explain things. And many of your uplines, right? We are making the same mistake with our downlines today. Because it's the conditioning which we are carrying in this business. You understand? Don't underestimate this conditioning. It is very powerful, but at the same time, you have understood you have something in you. You have something in you which is more powerful than your own conditioning. You don't have to blame your parents. Oh, now I know why I'm like this. Don't be a moron. Don't put the blame of this on your parents. They were doing their best. They were doing their best to their abilities. True or not? They had the best intent. Even in, conditioning us like this, they had their best intent. When parents say, zyada mat socho, niche aa jao, don't think big, don't dream big, come down. What is their intent? It's not that they don't want us to achieve things, be successful. Because they genuinely believe that, having these dreams will create more pain in his or her life. Because they are not aware of any means to achieve those dreams. So they were protective of us. They wanted us to avoid that pain. Because they did not know anything better. They did not have this business. They did not have the means. You think our parents never had dreams? They also had dreams. But their experiences made them the way they are or they were. So it is not your parents whom you need to blame. It is for you to understand that today you are blessed. You are blessed. You are in this moment. God has chosen you. Not your parents, not your neighbors, not your friends, maybe. If you are the first person in your whole circle to be part of this QNET journey, you have to really, really appreciate this fact, guys. God has chosen you. That Allah Almighty, that God, that supreme power, whosoever you believe in, chose you. Right? So appreciate this fact. You have a way. Our parents didn't have a way. We have a way. We know the mechanism. Have you seen people achieving their dreams in this business or not? The question is, do you really want it badly enough? Do you want to see your different version of you? And it's a constant battle. It's a constant battle with your own self. That's why I'm saying, are you on your own side? Are you supporting yourself, or are you the biggest enemy of your own self? Because you can fight any prospect, any rejection, anything, any negativity, challenge, media, everything you can fight. Because that is outside, right? You can still fight. So if somebody just takes a knife and stabs himself, who can save that person? If the enemy is outside, you can fight. But if the enemy is inside, how do you fight? You cannot fight. So be aware that our mind, our logical thinking, our conditioned mind is our worst enemy. Worst enemy. It has the potential to become your friend, your biggest support. But right now, it is your worst enemy. And I know no amount of excitement, no week-on can change you forever till the time you don't understand this. So week-on was madness. Week-on was the best 3 days of your life, maybe, right? But that energy, that excitement has a shelf life. And I have attended many week-ons. Okay? I've seen people crying crazy. How many of you had those moments where you were crying, right? Yes, chief, I have a dream. Remember? So was that a lie? Was that a lie? No. But how many of you still remember that moment? How many of you still remember that dream? How many of you still feeling Latika? How many of you are playing Latika and getting connected to your dream every day? How many of you are doing it? That's the question, guys. The difference between those 20 percenters and 80 percenters is this. Okay? Forget about 3 percenters. 3 percenters you will become. Are you even a 20 percenter? Are you even doing very basic things right? And that is why, that F2, what Chief talked about, right, is so powerful, so important. Because it is not about 2 sign-ups. It is about you having a mechanism. That's the only way, that's the only means to remain in that zone. To remain in that zone. The difference between 20 percenters and 80 percenters is this. For them, it is not about just F2. It is about, I got something that I need to focus on to be the same person every moment, every moment, every moment, every moment. Because when you have a goal, when your mind has some target, some goal, right? Empty your cup is good, but can you keep your mind empty all the time? You cannot. It will get filled so fast. So you cannot have an empty mind all the times. It's not possible. But when you plant a seed in your mind, when you have a goal, when you have a target, so you keep your mind busy, only thinking about it. Only thinking about it. So F2 is your key to be that person all the time. Yes, of course, you will have 2 partners, you will have, money, you will earn. All those things are great. But to carry on that same zone, to carry on the same energy, that is your F2. Right? How many of you felt, man, this is the company, I want to be with this company for the rest of my life. These are the people, right? You heard Japa, you heard Datusri, you heard Chief, you heard V partners, right? I don't remember anything from my first week on except for this feeling which I brought back with me and still have it in my heart, that I can die for these people. I can die for this company. Because if I can work for Reliance, if I can work for Airtel, if I can work for a EABC company, can I work for this beautiful company all my life? True or not? So I got that feeling that these are right people. This is the right platform. But how do I keep reminding myself of the same feeling every day? Every day when I have a goal, right? If I'm married, imagine, it's like when you marry somebody, right? When a baby is born out of that marriage, that baby is the physical representation of the love. True or not? True or not? That love for each other, that intensity, that bonding, that understanding, the baby is the living proof of that love. So your F2, 2 signups are the living proof of your love for this business. You understand the importance of these F2? Yeah, they will be born out of your love, not out of work. समझ में आया क्या बोला? Did you all understand what I'm saying? Do you feel that love? Are you driven to prove your love? And love it's not for the company, it's not for the uplines. It is your love for yourself. It is your love for your dream. It is your promise to what you saw that day. Right? True or not? And it's a very, very personal matter. It's a very, very personal matter. How will I tell you how much you should love your dream? Can I tell you? Can anybody tell you? Can anybody ever feel what you feel for your dream and for your parents and for your kids and for yourself? Can anybody ever feel? Nobody can. Nobody can even understand. Forget about feeling. So your intensity, your love depends on how badly, how true, how honest you are to yourself, to your nature, to your true nature. Remember, freedom. That's all we want. That's all we want. That's what I wanted, The reason why I resigned from my job in 9 months, because I genuinely wanted to feel. How does it feel? How does it feel when you are, when there is no stick on your head? How many of you have EMIs, debts, loans, outstanding bills? Don't you want to experience once in your life, how does it feel to be debt free? No EMIs. The breath is different. It feels different. So it was not about success in this business. It was my small dreams. And I was honest to those feelings. I was honest to those dreams, which made me crazy, which still make me crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So how will you keep connecting yourself? How will you keep connecting yourself to your dreams? F2 is the game. F2 is the name of the game, guys. So don't look at only, it's not about bonanza. Yes, bonanzas will come and go. But what you do now will define your character for rest of your life. For rest of your life. Okay? I know many of you have already achieved it in the last week itself, but it is a perpetual journey. It's a perpetual feeling. Can you feel like mother one day and not mother one day? Is it possible? Possible? You're father one day and then you forgot you're a father one day. It's not possible. These are irreversible decisions. Irreversible decisions. So have you made that irreversible decision? Are you honest to your decision that much? Because when you go crazy, the ball starts, the ball starts rolling from you. Ball starts rolling from you. Even if you're alone today, it will not take more than 12 weeks. More than 12 weeks. That's why that magical number of 3 months, 13 weeks, right? 3 months. That's powerful. That's very, very powerful. You know what Charu was saying? So my business went down. So after I maxed out and all those things, I was going through a lot of personal shit. I'll share someday maybe. My business went down. It came to 3 UVs on my cash out. Only 3. I made one step, one check. And I said, man, chuck it. Enough of sympathizing myself. Enough of this being victim. Enough of this state. I am done with it. And then I started rolling. So I cannot do a lot of things. Can you control signups? Can you control who will sign up? Can you control? Can you control challenges? Can you control anybody outside? Can you control your downlines? Can you control your uplines? Nothing. But you can control 1%, 100%, and that is you yourself. And that is why your decision is so important, because you are at the core. You are the epicenter of your life. Your decision starts from within, from here. This is that smallest gear. You've seen, right? Big machines. You think outer gears move first? No, never. It is that smallest gear in the center that starts moving slowly. but consistently, keeps moving. And then slowly, then you will see some gears move after 2 minutes. True or not? Something will move after 5 minutes. But that gear in the center is not stopping even for 1 second. You understand? So what is it that you cannot achieve? 8 weeks, I remember, flat 8 weeks again, I could max out. 8 weeks. It took me 8 weeks. Of course, I had the system count and mass was there. But can you not make your consistent F2 if you go mad and crazy like this? 7 days, right? 24/7. Correct or not? If you have this constant thought in your mind, 24/7, you think it's not going to happen? You think any power, any challenge can deny you your F2? How many rejections will it take? How many times God will test you? The problem is we decide our own limits. We want to talk to somebody and we want him to sign up. That's arrogance. That is arrogance. You think you are somebody. That is the problem. So you're operating out of ego. You're not operating out of love. Love for your business, love for your dream. Because when you operate from love, then there is no deadline. There is no count. You understand? There is no hisab kitab. There is no accounting. I'll tell you a story. So there was this, holy man, who had renounced everything. He went to the jungles. He was doing his, tasbih, mala, right? For many, many years. Many, many years. And then after many years, he was enlightened. He got some powers. He said, okay, now I think I have achieved. And he came back. He came to a village and then he parked himself outside the village under a tree. And there he used to do his mala. And then every day morning, he would see that a milkman comes. Okay? Milkman comes and he goes from door to door. Every house, a person comes, brings out the vessel, he measures the milk and he pours the milk. Right? First house, second house, then third house. A beautiful girl came out and he did not measure. He just lifted his whole can and he poured. He filled her vessel till the brim. So this happened one day, second day. So finally, this holy man, he couldn't resist. He called him. He said, come here. You measure everywhere and that house you don't measure. What's the deal? What's happening? He said, Babaji, I love that girl. And when you love somebody, there is no measurement, no. And imagine he was doing this. If through his mala, he said, what the hell? An illiterate man, milkman knows what is love. I don't know. Am I here for accounting? Are you in this business for counting your rejections? In the wrong place, guys. At the wrong place. This is a journey of love. This is a journey of self-love. Every successful story, every success story is a love story. You don't know the challenges, you don't know the pain that people have gone through, that people are going through. But only love has the power. Only love has the power to overcome any challenge, any situation, any negativity. No other skill, no other knowledge, no other mindset. If you think you have a very strong mindset and you know this industry and you know your facts and you know everything, you're fooling yourself. You will be hit with a challenge where your no knowledge can help you. But if you believe in the power of love, you can fight everything. Everything. You understand what I'm saying? And what better person, man, than we partner Sharfun Sheikh? She is your coach. She is your guiding light, right? If I have to define in her one word, It's love. It's love. True or not? You know, you all are very excited, right? Now we have one more V partner in the infinity. True? Great moment, right or not? But how are you going to repay? You know what? Why she became a V partner? Because of this love. Love for this business, love for her mission, love for you, each one of you. True or not? How will you ever say thank you? Yes, I know. We all want to say thank you to our uplines for everything they have done with us, right? Everything they have contributed in our life. You really want to say thank you? You really want to say thank you? Emulate their love, right? That is the best way to say thank you. That is the best way to say thank you. They don't need your messages. Our uplines never need our messages or this expression of, how much how much you mean to me. They don't need all these things. Our uplines need only one thing, that we understand this game. We understand the secret of success and we become successful in our lives. And the secret of success is love. When you love something, right? When you love what you do, Datushi says this, when you love what you do, you don't work even for one day. Then you don't work. Then you are in worship. Have you heard this? Work is worship. How many of you heard this? Work is worship. How work is worship? Work is worship only when it is coming from place of love. If it is work, then it is not worship. Then it is for my salary, for my checks, for my family, for this. Nothing wrong. But there is a limit. There is a limit to that. You can do that. Right? There will always be a bigger challenge than what effort you are putting in. But when it comes from love, then no challenge, no situation, no rejection, nothing matters. Nothing matters. So this F2 is your labor of love. This is your expression of love. This is your thank you to all your uplines for what they do, how much pain they take in your life. True? And not only we partners, guys. That is another problem. When there is a grand upline, we have a different love. But what about the working upline who's there with you? Right? Senior uplines have a lot of knowledge, have a lot of experience. But what about that upline who does not have that experience, does not have that much knowledge, but still fighting with you, still on the ground with you? What about that upline? Do you see their love? Do you see their pain for you? Because if you cannot see this, you cannot duplicate this. You cannot go through this journey. Right? So VCon has done its magic. VCon has done its magic. It always does. It always does. But not everybody who attends VCon maxes out. Not everybody who attends VCon actually takes back anything. In fact, 80% people will be the same people. Same people. Right? And then a lot of people, look at others. Okay, iska bhi nahi hua F2, iska bhi nahi, chalo kisi ka nahi ho raha F2. Very good. Very good. You have wrong benchmarks. This comparison, competition, this checking others, what they're doing, what they're not doing, how is others progressing. This is all poison. You don't need this. You don't need this. Okay, it's all our conditioning. This is coming from our conditioning, guys. Be alert, right? Chief said, now I am a warrior. It's not about going and screaming on the streets. It's about becoming that warrior who's always alert to this conditioning, to this stupid mindset, which keeps us poor, which keeps us so full of ourselves. It does not allow us to grow, does not allow us to change, does not allow us to do the basic hard work in this business. What is that basic ground level hard work? It's rule 3. Talk to people, have more plans, right? So everything is there, guys. You have every single tool that you all need. Every single tool is there. Starting from 5+3 to rule 3 to everything, your trainings, VSEL system. What else do you need? What else do you need? Grow up, man. Grow up, guys, grow up. Remember what VP Arun, what he said? That's all you need. You just need to grow up. Just need to feel the man, the woman that you are meant to be. Rest, everything else is there. Okay, so don't look at this F2 as a task. Look at this F2 as your medium, as your mechanism to be that person forever. Okay, forever. And when you start doing that, it does not matter whether you are 1 week or 1 year or 6 years or 10 years, does not matter. Anybody who thinks, no, I'm too big or I'm too old to do F2, my name list is over, I've already done 20 signups, 30 signups, I've already done, at least my downline should do that much. No, first. lot of you think like that, right? You have 5-6 DRs and then you say, my downlines are not listening. My downlines are not listening. At least I have 5 signups. They should do at least 2, no? So F2 is for them, right? Moronic. There cannot be more silly thing. Because it is you. Remember, no matter who you are, no matter how many signups you already have, you are the center gear. You are that gear. It starts from you. It starts from you. And then it starts rolling, starts rolling, starts rolling, starts rolling. The momentum, this is the most powerful word in this business. This is the most powerful word you will ever hear in your life. Momentum. How many science students? Momentum is equal to MV, mass into velocity. True or not? But who is that mass? Who is that mass? Where is that M? Small m. It is a small m, right? Momentum is defined by big M. MV, right? The small m is you. And what you do every day, is your velocity. Because you are being guided. Your uplines are there to tell you. They have already given you the direction, right? The speed in direction. Remember, I'm just revising my science funda. You remember velocity, speed with direction. True or not? Yeah. So if mass is missing, speed is missing, direction you are not following, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because the only way you can build team, the only way you can build an organization is with that momentum. And it starts from you. It starts from you. Okay? It starts from you. Why that 5+3 every day, 5+5 calls, 5 calls. Uplines have gone crazy talking about 5+3. True? Why 5+3? Because this is how you get that velocity. This is how you get that velocity. This is how you become better and better, right? Because when you don't do this, how can you have 4 or 5 plans in a week? Is it possible to have 4 plans in a week? Just out of bloom, some people will come. It's not happening, guys. Because if you don't understand this, linking of 5+3 and rules 3, and then your consistent activity for long period of time. The challenge is when we see some good result, we stop. So many of you had signups. And it only happened because of, your consistent activity. Moment we get some momentum, get some result, we stop. Never stop. So when you do this on a daily basis, you are refining yourself. You are becoming better at it. You're becoming better version of yourself every day, every day. So you cannot build this business without understanding this simple formula, guys. Simple formula. And once it reaches that, once you see that traction, never stop. Never stop. So many of you had signups before VCon, right? You should be mad and crazy this week, because your downlines are watching you. Even if you have one downline who attended VCon, that downline is watching you. What do you do after VCon? Now imagine if you look at him and say, okay, we have to do F2, you have to do F2. Say, yeah, I know, I will do. I heard Chief also said the same thing. So is it not for you? Is it not for you? You are bigger than Chief? Or you think you have achieved success? Stupid, moronic. So this F2 is for each one of us. I am running for my F2. I am running for F2. I will never stop. That's my promise to my team. That's what I've told them. I'm gunning for my 100 DRs, century. Only did 60 DRs, 40 more to go. So I have a long, long way to go. Because if this business is right for one person, it is right for 100 DRs also, no? True or not? True or not? If it is good for 2 DRs, then is it not good for 100 DRs? It is only my laziness which stops me. So I have decided I will keep running for my F2 all my life, because that is the best zone. That is what keeps me alive. That is what keeps me alive. That is what gives me, so that only competition you should have is with your own self. We say na? True or not? With your own mind, you should have that competition. Who's winning? Who is winning? Is this winning or am I winning? Is my true spirit winning or is my conditioned mind winning? That is the only battle. That is the only competition you should have. And I love that competition. Because it keeps me always on my edge. It keeps my, skills sharp. I'll tell you a real incident. So from Japan, there's a very special kind of fish that they export to US. Okay. I forgot the name of the fish. That's not important. But then what happened? By the time the fish used to reach US, the quality of the fish was gone. And they tried so many things. Deep freeze it, right? Or, cut short, find the fastest way to reach. They tried everything. But the taste, the fish, the quality of the fish was not good. And then what they did finally? What was the solution? What they did was, in the big container, they put a shark. Now, when the shark is there in the container, you think the fishes will be alive? They are alive the whole journey. So many used to get eaten by the shark, but the fishes that will reach US were fresh. Fresh. So that competition, that challenge makes you fresh. But if you're waiting for a competition outside, if you're waiting for a rejection, if you're waiting for that challenge, you have not understood the game. The challenge is here. The competition is right here. Every single moment, every single day. You cannot keep losing this and then expect to win outside. Cannot. So wake up. If you say you are a warrior, prove it to yourself. Prove it to yourself. You are worth your words. You're worth the salt. You're worth your metal, man. Prove it to yourself by fighting this battle, not outside. Result, trust me, guys, your uplines will never be bothered about the result. They will never push you because result, 100% result is never in your control. But you know why they push you? Not because you're not getting signups, because you're not fighting these battles. You're not becoming better every day. You're not putting in the desired effort. You want a lot of things, but you're not even matching up to the effort that is required. And that is what is making you lazy. That is what is spoiling your character. That's why uplines push us. You understand? So it is not about the result. It is about this process. It is about understanding this. Can you eat bad food every day and then one day good food? Can you do that? Cannot. It's just not possible. You will have a bad health. So same thing is happening with us. We are losing these battles and then we try to win outside. Not possible. So can you all promise to yourself, not to your uplines, okay, to yourself, that you will win more battles. You will be aware of this battle and you will run. You will genuinely run for your F2. F2. You will prove it to yourself that my love is stronger than my stupid conditioning. Can you do that? Huh? Can you all do that? Because for me, VCon is only this. It's just a reminder that I love myself so much. I love my dreams so much. Correct? And when you decide, no, moment you decide this, your challenges will start. Your problems will start. Because जब तक तुम खड़े नहीं हो ना, opponent is also relaxed. But right? You are also sitting on this corner of the ring, not even getting up for fight. The challenge is also standing, just enjoying. So moment you decide, battle will start. Right? Yeah. Which means you need to break down. You need to ask yourself, okay, what exactly I need to do now? You know why there's so much of stress on now? Because everything that you do happens only in this moment. When you have to fight a bigger battle, right? You break it down. You break it down to simpler, smaller problems, smaller actionable, smaller doable things, to something that you can do it in this moment. And you do that in this moment and the next moment and the next moment, and you are winning the battles. You understand? But if you are in the arena and you have not prepared yourself, it does not matter how great you were. Even if Tendulkar goes on a golf course, right? And he tries to play golf. You think he can be the best just because he is Tendulkar? Or just because he is an already successful person? Not possible. So you need to understand what is that battle. The battle is you becoming a networker. You have never been a networker. You've never been a network marketing professional ever in your life. True? So this is a completely different journey. But have you broken down your actionables into small, doable actionables? Or are you just doing rara about F2 and not understanding how you will achieve F2? So if you don't do that, then it will always remain a puzzle. You'll always feel defeated. So the warriorship is required into breaking, understanding your challenge, understanding your problem, right? Understanding where you are stuck, understanding, okay, if this is the process, my name list, my daily calling, my rule 3, my hot zone, my warm zone. If you understand this whole game, then you can clearly see what is my battle right now. Where am I stuck right now? True or not? Because without doing those consistent 5 calls, you cannot become an entrepreneur in this business. You cannot become a networker. Because it is not about what those 5 people will say. It is never about those people's responses. It is about your commitment to what you're saying. Correct or not? At least 5 times in a day, you are saying, I have started my own business. I was looking for something. Now I've found something. 5 times you are reiterating. 5 times you're talking about this. That is more important than those 5 responses. Maybe your sign up will come from the last call that you did in the week. You understand? It does not matter. Sign up is a byproduct, but you doing this consistently every day is what is making you worthy of your dreams. So warrior is somebody who has understood this game. Okay, who understands what is the true nature of this game. So can you all give your best effort? Yeah. Can you all fight this battle and feel proud of the battle? Irrespective of the outcome. Irrespective of the outcome. Can you enjoy this? Are you excited for this match? Are you excited for this match? Me versus me. Are you excited or not? Right? Imagine puri dunya mein announce kar diya, there's this battle happening, me versus me. Which side are you? Which side are you? Are you on your true nature side or are you on the side of your conditioned mind? Are you going to feed this person or this person? That is the battle. Because trust me, guys, your true nature will feel so left out. It's like baby, baby. And then you go and stand with your own self. What dream? You are killing your own baby. Don't do that. Okay? This 30, 40 years of conditioning is strong. Your baby needs you. Your dream needs you right now. You understand? Don't judge yourself. Don't judge your dream. Be on its side. Can you all do that? Then you can truly say thank you to your uplines. When you're doing this and all the uplines on this call, what else do we want? What else do we want? I tell my downlines the same thing. It is not about the result. It is not about the result. It is about, are you even fighting your battle? Are you even giving your best effort? When you sleep in the night, do you feeling this, man, okay, I did good. Because if that is not happening, then VCon was a great event. Yeah. A lot of people, came, shared their stories, journeys, all that is great. But how does it change your life? How does it change your life? It does not change your life. True or not? It is just another VCon. So whether it will be just another VCon or the VCon, that you have to decide in this moment right now. Right now. Me versus me. Are you ready for the bout, guys? Are you ready for the challenge? And imagine, those people who are going to come, those F2, they don't know how much preparation, how ready you are. They don't know. True? They have no clue that you have taken a decision, that you're going to find them. Look at their future. How lucky they are that you are, it's like parents planning for the kid, right? True or not? The baby doesn't know. There was so much of preparation that happened. My parents were so excited. They were preparing, they were buying small things. True or not? See, we already have everything in place. We have best of the system, best of the trainings, best of the processes. True or not? The whole family is ready to welcome those babies. True or not? How lucky are those two kids? How lucky are those two babies? So this Find 2 is going to completely change you as a person. It's a transformation, guys, when you do it with love. Otherwise, it's just another sign. Signups will happen. Signups will always happen. You keep showing the plans, you keep talking to people, signups will always happen. But what happens to those signups depends on when do you understand this game. When do you understand this game? Whether they will become warriors or whether they will max out or not, whether they will start growing fast or not, is being decided now. Is being decided with your decision. Are you understanding why this F2 is so important? What Chiefs wants us to be? What is that warriorship means? Warriorship means understanding this game and fighting this battle non-stop, 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 non-stop. When can you stop fighting this battle? When? Can you stop? No, because your mind is working and you're thinking also. True or not? Yeah. So don't sleep in the night. Body you can sleep, no problem. But your mind, that inner spirit should be awake. You understand what I'm saying? That is how switched on you have to be. That's how excited. That's how important this is. Correct or not? And when you lose some battle, it's okay. Don't beat yourself. Okay. So when you start for the battle, obviously you not win all. You will lose some. But the question is, are you winning more or are you losing more? Right? When you lose a battle, how much time you take to recover? How fast you come back for the next battle? Or you say, man, today is a bad day. Right? Next week, from the beginning only. Don't be a fool. That tomorrow, that next week will never come. If you lost a battle now in this moment, let's say you are lazy and you know that I should be calling somebody right now and you're not calling. Okay, lost one battle in this moment. Next moment, one more battle. Okay, at least take out my diary. Okay, take my phone, right? Charge my phone, it's not charged. You are winning a battle, right? Because you are working towards it. But when you are not making what you're not doing those things, when you have to do that action, you are losing that battle every minute. Will you let it continue or will you stop and bounce back? Every moment you can bounce back. Every moment you can bounce back. True or not? True or not? How much time it takes to decide to call your upline? How much time does it take? Split second. But you are losing that battle every second and you're delaying it and you're delaying it and you're delaying it. A follow through, right? Pick up the phone, talk to a person. How much time does it take? You delay, you're losing. You delay, you're losing. You understand? There's a VSL happening or a welcome happening, or you need to attend, welcome with your new sign up and you decide, okay, no, I'll do it later or next week. You lost the big battle. Don't do that. Right? And when you lose those battles, how fast you bounce back. So initially, maybe 50-50, you will lose. But reach a point where moment you lose 1 second, 1 minute, you're already alert. You already know I have lost one battle. The problem is most of us are just living like naive kids, and we don't even know what happened to us the whole day. And then weeks pass by. You set your radar system very, very strong. I remember one of the training, Chief shared in VCon. He said, earlier when I used to fall to 50, that's when I would realize. Now, moment I fall from 100 to 99, from 100 to 99, tin, 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 alarm system start ringing. So when does your alarm system ring? How much you allow yourself to fall? 50? 30? Or does it happen at 99? Yeah. So you set your alarm system. Okay. So when you live your life like this, you will start winning more battles. You'll start feeling proud of yourself. Okay. If you do what you're supposed to do at the time when you're supposed to do, you're done. You won the battle. You won the battle. Okay. So let's play this game, guys. Me versus me. I'm very, very excited. I'm supercharged, super excited for my F2. And I want to see all of you all achieve those F2, right? And just imagine when they come, everybody knows what each one of us have gone through. True or not? True or not? It's like the batch, same batch. No, we all are the same VCon batch. True? We all attended the same VCon. So we are the same batch. Correct? Now, our journey from here is exactly the same. Exactly the same. Don't think just because you started now and your upline started earlier, the journey is easy, or they know everything, the journey is easy. No, it's the same battle for everybody. It's the same battle. So are you excited to fight that battle? Yeah? Are you excited? Do you want to play this game? The game of love. Love. This is called love. Are you excited to play the game of love? Me versus me. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Win your battle. Okay. When the battle is with the outside other people, losing some battles is fine. You know, you lose the battle with loved ones, it's okay. But when the battle is with yourself, you must win. You must win that battle. Okay. That is the most crucial battle of your life. You must win it. You cannot afford to lose that battle. Right? So thank you so much. Love you guys. I'll see you with your F2. God bless you all. Let's rock this VCon. VCon is continuing. VCon is still continuing. So let's be in that VCon zone forever. Yeah. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Take care. F2. Love you guys.
मरघट तक है तेरी कहानी पग पग प्यारे दंगल 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 सूरज तेरा चढ़ता ढलता गर्दिश में करते हैं तारे दंगल 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 माँ के पेट से मरघट तक है तेरी कहानी पग पग प्यारे दंगल 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 सूरज तेरा चढ़ता ढलता गर्दिश में करते हैं तारे दंगल 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 धड़कने छाती में जब दुबक जाती हैं पीठ थप थपा उनको फिर जगह बात बन जाती है